Okay, where does the camera go?
Hold it. You hold it in your hands. Like, just, hold it out. Yep, and stand next to
This?
me like you're looking, but look towards the camera. Or towards my drone. A little more to the left. Or, I mean, to your right. A little more.
Jesus.
A little more. Just a little bit more. Okay, that's perfect. What's up, YouTube? Cheese here, and welcome to The Platinum Plays. This is a YouTube series where the public asks a question relating to Siege, strats, tips, and tricks. I then do my best to answer, providing gameplay. If you have a question you would like answered, please leave it in the comments below, or send me a Facebook or Twitter message. Now, I'm gonna blow it. I'm gonna blow the fuse charge first, which is right bumper.
Wait, do I move?
Fuck! I just turned! I turned to look at you when you talked to me.
Dude, the hitboxes on those things are stupid. Your
Yeah.
body doesn't even move.
In this episode of the Platinum Plays, we're going to be covering bulletproof and valk cam placements. Our question this episode comes from It's V Renshiro. Sorry if I butchered your name, but he asks, question for the Platinum Plays. What are the best valk and bulletproof cam places on maps Chalet, Border, Theme Park, and Cafe specifically? Now, because we're trying to fit this in around 10 minutes, we want these videos to stay around 10 minutes. I'm okay with going a little bit over, but not too much. We're going to just shorten this up to Border and Cafe. I have some pretty decent valk cam spots, and I'm really excited to show off some bulletproof camera placements and kind of just show you guys exactly how to use bulletproof cameras, because I feel like so far in ranked especially that they're not really used too much. You see them used in like Pro League and things like that, but for ranked you just don't see it as much, and I think people see it as being a waste, but they're definitely extremely useful when used right. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll be back soon. Now, like I said before, bulletproof cameras are not really used to their full ability in ranked. I know a lot of people, they'll just accidentally have a bulletproof camera on their class, and then they just stick it in some random spot where it's easy to melee or easy to shoot from the side, and then it's useless. So a lot of people have the mindset already that bulletproof cameras are useless, and this is completely wrong. When used right, they can be super useful. So now, when you're using bulletproof cameras, I could show you probably a million different places to put these, but what I really want to teach you guys is exactly how to place them, the types of parts of the map where you want to put bulletproof cameras. So for example, you want to really put bulletproof cameras on long, straight lines of sight. So like at the end of a hallway or something like that. You need to put them in a way so that the attackers will not be close to them so that they can melee them, but also you don't want them to be on the sides of it. So things like a long straight hallway, keep them narrow so they can't get on the sides of the camera, and they also have a long distance to travel in order to get to the camera so they can't melee it. You're also going to want to try and blend them in. You'll see here later in the video, I try to blend the bulletproof cameras in some different spots. You can, I know they're like a black square, and this does stick out. It's a lot harder to blend them in compared to, say, valk cams, but it is possible, and you can find some different spots. Hopefully you guys will notice some in this video. You can also place them in things like different floors. So if you put it on the ground, you put a bulletproof camera on the ground, it looks straight up, right? And you think, well, this is useless, right? Okay, normally it would be. But now if you go and you say shoot the floor out above it, now you can check this spot from a whole different floor through another floor. I know that's really confusing how I'm explaining it, but I'll show it later in the video and how useful it really can be. Because you also have to remember that bulletproof cameras can see through smoke, which is probably one of their best attributes and something that you really need to take advantage of. So say you're on Cafe, and I'll show this later in the video, say you're on Cafe and you're dropping from Skylight. Now if you put a bulletproof camera on the ground at the top of the stairs of reading stairs, and you shoot out the floor above it, you can then look all the way up through the skylight, and if they throw a ton of smokes down, you'll be able to see exactly where they're trying to plant in that smoke and ping them, which is super helpful. Also, like what I said before, placing them at the end of hallways, you can place some on hallways where there's a doorway where you can peek out from, or say like a window or something like that, and you can actually use them to quick peek. So you have the bulletproof camera in the hallway, actually watching the hallway for you, and then you sit in cover. You see somebody come around the corner, you can then quick peek around the corner without ever having to actually expose yourself, except for when you're really shooting. So you can get all that intel and information without actually exposing yourself ahead of time, if that makes sense. But anyways, guys, I had a ton of fun making this video. I know it's probably a little bit longer than I wanted it to be, but I really enjoyed doing it. Thank you, it's Renshiro. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name still, but thank you for the question. I really appreciate it. And if you guys have another question that you want to ask, please leave in the comments below or hit me up on Facebook or Twitter. Thank you guys so much for all the support, and as always, most importantly, never forget, stay cheesy, boys.
You will be detected by hostiles. Your location has been compromised. Used by Op 4. Area. You have been spotted by hostiles. Fall back. You will be detected if you remain in this area. You will be spotted. You have entered an enemy-controlled area. Leave now. You have been spotted by hostiles. Fall back. 15 seconds left. You will be detected if you remain in this area. Your location has been compromised. 5 seconds left. If you remain in this zone, you will be detected by hostiles.